Welcome in, everyone. Wildland Second Entertainment here. Dustin. So today we're doing something a little bit different. As you can probably see, we're out in the woods. Undisclosed location. This is one of the few things about me that is going to be one of the parent things. I usually will not disclose locations at all. But today, we're running my RC car. So, obviously right now my GoPro is hooked up. It's basically dead. So I can't really show you that much. But in future videos, I definitely will. But let's get right into it, boys. Alright guys, so this is the trail here. So technically this is state land for where I live. Now I did look this up. Technically there is not any form of, at least for this area, any regulation stating I can't run RC cars through here, so I figured this would be actually the perfect place to do it. At least locally to where I live. Now, one of the main reasons why I actually came down here was because I wanted to actually look into, supposedly someone my parents know says that there's actually access to the nearby lake from here. Not too entirely sure how far down it is, probably about a good half mile or more, but it should be a good area to check out. A little stream that runs through here. And as you can see there's the lake just down that way. But keep moving. Now, here's the thing. Do we go right? Do we go left? Supposedly, why not? Let's see what happens. Hopefully no one fucks with my car. Now, here's the thing. I've never actually been in here at all. Like, I'll be completely honest with you guys. There is a lot of area around my house, like around where a place I live, that I haven't been to. Because I just never really seen a need or a reason or anything of the assortment to actually come out here. But, being the fact that I just recently got this RC car and I've been looking at running it, I figured I'd actually make really good content for you guys. We're actually getting really close to the lake. Because if I can find a good spot here in about a week or so when the weather's nice again, might bring out my fishing gear. I usually keep it right in my car, but I figure, you know, why not? If this place is actually a really good fishing spot for perch and stuff like that. Okay. Did not know this was here. I think I usually go this way. I mean, I've looked at this place on Google Maps a couple times, and I never saw this in here at all. Now, I do know, holy crap. Wow. I never knew any of this was here. And I've lived here my entire life. I've never known any of this was here. But there's a lake. Guessing I'm on my car. Wow, temperature definitely dropped as soon as I got down here. So technically, yes, there is lake access down here. But I don't know how well this would do for fishing, because I'm willing to bet you about 60 feet out, that's about when you're actually going to start finally getting to the area where it's deep enough for fish. It's quite beautiful out here, actually. I've always loved this lake. Fished it many times, been out on a boat plenty of times. Hopefully this summer I can get my brand new boat going, we can get out here. But back to what we're doing here. Well, well, well. What do we got here? That is not supposed to be out here. 12 gauge. Taking this with us. Very unexpected find. This was recently built. Huh. Now, I'm not sure how far these trails go because I'm not sure if you can see right through the trees there, but there is a power plant up there. So this is, I have no idea really how far this goes at all. Because through Google Maps, you can't see any of this in here at all. So it's gonna be very interesting. That right there is a power plant. As far as I know, I don't believe it's active anymore, but definitely interesting. Some of this area actually, well, no. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's all shallow. All flat stone. If I was gonna fish out here, it'd probably be 70, 80 feet out. Because at that point, that's probably where you're gonna see a bit of a drop off, much larger rock formations. Back on state land. Huh, right there. Guide markers. Very interesting. Okay. Trail continues on that way, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the trail keeps heading that way as well. You can kind of see, if you actually look, right along through there, you can kind of see where people have walked it. Particularly, I don't want to, like, as of right now, I particularly don't want to go any further this way. Because as we can see, by my recollection, and let me check my phone here. Yes, I do still have phone signal. As of this very moment, it is 6:18. I probably got about another hour and 15, hour and 20 of daylight. So, and I'm not packed for an overnight deal, especially because I got work in the morning. People have definitely walked this. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head up a little bit, see if there's another trail cut off on further that way, to see if we can bring us back around. Get down here with some rock. I did bring a little bit of food, a little bit of water, a couple drinks, but I definitely did not come prepared for an overnight outing. Because right now, I'm not set up to do that kind of stuff. Get this off my car. You're gonna see people have walked this. And yes, my car is completely waterproof. I'm gonna carry this thing for a little bit, see if I can locate another way back up out of here. I can tell you right now, up on that ridge line, there's probably got to be another trail up there that leads back. But it doesn't look like there's any good way of getting up there. All that's way too steep. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna go back. Go back to the main trail. We will keep heading that way and see if we can find another way back. I recollect if I can't find another trail that leads back up onto that ridge in the next half hour, then we're gonna head back the way we came. If I had like a couple hours worth of daylight, I would definitely try to find an alternative route, like going back up the canyon there to see if I could find another route. But right now I don't. So we're gonna continue on. Where we were going. Leave my car there for a second. This is definitely interesting. Someone's camped out here before. Bucket with rocks in it. Huh. The lake's definitely getting a little bit calmer than when I first showed up. Oh, little mini waterfall. See, the cool thing about this is that a lot of the shallow rock that's around here is very porous. Like, it allows water to flow through it. As you can see, it almost disappears underneath all this. All the water that's coming off of that is actually under the ground itself, flowing underneath this. Like, you may not even see it because the top is completely dry, but you go down a couple inches and it's full of water. Almost acts like a natural filter. And it's actually, believe it or not, right where I'm standing right now, it's actually quite soft because of how much water's flowing underneath it. Okay, so it's started to flatten off up here a little bit. So there's gotta be at some point another way back up the top of the hill. So, if I'm not mistaken by the looks of it, this part of the trail is a dead end. Now here's the thing, it does look like it keeps going. But I'm not risking that. Well, here's the thing. There's no sign stating that this is the end of state land. Anywhere. I'll leave my car back there for a couple seconds. Yes. Trail keeps going. Right over there, there's a state land sign. So, in theory, I could keep heading this way. Let's go get my car. I just don't understand why all this is here. Because we have I want clear access all the way up to this point here. Over here. We have clear access all the way up to this point. A very well used trail, why would it end suddenly right here? And the trail's about another 60 feet beyond this point. But I do, as I said, I want to check out that state land sign. Whew, almost ate shit there. I can tell you right now, this is definitely not part of the normal trail. Where did that state sign go? Yeah, this is definitely not part of the normal trail. Where's that state sign? Right there. There's the state sign. So at this rate, what I'm thinking is, because I can't find... Oh, damn. Just unplugged you. 1 second. So I'm not too entirely sure beyond this point here as to what any of this really is. But that's the thing. I'm not willing to find out, because dusk is coming. So my thoughts, as of this point now, the only smart, logical thing to do is to actually head back the way we came. Because I don't know how far in reality I'm allowed to actually go on this. I know I'm allowed to be out here. The only thing is, I don't know how far I can go. That's the only problem. Here's the thing. If I had more time, I'd be willing to continue on further. But we're already losing daylight, and I technically don't have a flashlight on me, even though my battery pack that's using the power of my GoPro does have a fairly bright LED light built into it. I just, as of right now, don't want to figure out how bright that thing really is. I'm getting confused on that one. So here's what we're gonna do, because I'm gonna try to use up as much daylight as I possibly can. When we get back to the main section, the split off, I'll take another route along the ridge line here. Okay, we're back to the little creek area. So at a later date, we will definitely come back and explore the rest of that. But we do, guys, right now get back to that split off. And there's the bridge, guys. Not far. Well, of course I should have known that would happen. Oh, let's check out this. Got a little bit of time to kill. Wait. If I'm not mistaken, this was going to bring me up to the back side of the first split off. Flip out of shape. So that's interesting. You guys can see down there all that culvert pipe. It's interesting to see stuff like that on state land. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, either it's a trail up there. So remember, this goes down towards the gorge. So I say we head up. Okay, now let's head this way. Okay, so actually it looks like I was right. So down there is where we were earlier, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So if I'm actually correct, there is no way to get back up to here from there unless you actually go back up the trail that's down near the lake. Absolutely beautiful out here. It sucks it isn't a little bit warmer, you know, where there's all the leaves and all that kind of stuff. Actually, let's leave the car right there. That's a pretty good distance down there. I'm pretty sure the camera lens makes it look a little weird. You can see here all the overhangs. Usually I don't like doing this, but for the camera, I'm not gonna walk right up to the edge, but pretty certain that looks like it goes under. So yeah, either way, we'll still definitely come back up here and check this out. So looks like the trail doesn't continue that way. The trail continues that way. Yeah. From here you can't see anything, so onward. Yeah, it's almost 7 o'clock, so at some point here we're gonna have to turn around. Luckily, we're not too far. Even out this far, you can see how well used these trails really are. Or it actually may have been that. That might have been the one. It's either way. Yeah, you can also see this is another fairly well used creek bed. I bet you the water's probably up like a foot coming through here at least. Absolutely beautiful. Now this looks like it turns into a bit of a thicket up here. You can see right there, there's no trail there. And we got this trail here. We're gonna go this way. This is definitely getting a little bit hard to the RC. Got maybe about at max another hour's worth of light. It's definitely getting hard for this RC car in here. Too much brush. Looks like trail continues this way. I don't even think at this point this is a trail anymore. I think this is just bushwhacked. Yeah, you can kind of tell these markers. I think this may be a new part of the trail because yeah, you can definitely see marker, marker. This was definitely put here recently. Marker here, and a marker there, and a marker further out. I don't feel like getting lost in here today. Time to turn back. I can tell you right now, with what I have on, camo, gray jeans, camo hat, cowboy boots. Yeah, they would never find me in here. Quick break right here. Yeah, maybe 45 minutes worth of light left, absolute most. It's probably enough time to get back, but quick break, we're heading back. Welcome back, guys. I do apologize for the bit of missing video. For some odd reason my GoPro stopped recording. I have no idea why. But I do want to thank you guys for all your support, and as per usual, if you guys have any thoughts or whatnot of what I could possibly do, leave them down in the comments below. And stuff like this here, during the summer will be doing a lot more of hiking and the like. But as per usual, Wildland Second Entertainment signing off.